Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name is Bacon Bears and we are here again because some bullshit has come afoot. Colleen Ballinger, Colleen Ballinger, however you say her name, I don't really care to pronounce it correctly, has come out with another apology, and she has called it Fall Vlog because nothing says festive like apologizing for grooming in a vlog. But this time it's the non-musical version. So this is the, I guess, dramatic version of whatever the hell this is. Anyways, if you guys want to see my commentary on the other videos, go ahead and look at my channel. Other than that, let's just get into this. I'm little now. The toxic gossip train.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've really missed this. I've missed talking to everyone every single day. Obviously, the last video that I posted on here is really embarrassing, to say the least. I was being accused of some pretty awful things, and I just was mad, and
Okay, I'm just going to address this right now. So if you're really embarrassed about the video that you put up, why did you not then take it down? If you are keeping a video up on your channel, that tells me as a consumer, right, as a person, that you stand by what you're saying. You stand, or singing in this case. Also, I was being accused of some pretty awful things. An accusation, right? I guess I don't know the definition of accusation. I should look that up. But an accusation to me and how it comes across is I'm accusing you of something, right? Like I'm saying that you did this. If somebody was bringing accusations to me, I'd be like, prove it. Well, the thing is here is they've been proven, right? There's videos, there's photos, there's text messages, there's DMs. It's a very real thing that exists that you sent Trisha Paytas's nudes to minors, right? It's very real that you were showing them or asking them to put tampons in their mouths. It's very real that you were talking to children underage about their sex lives and their preferences and very gross stuff. You know, I was very mad about these accusations. No, you were mad that you got caught and they kept the receipts. Interesting wording.
I should have handled that situation with maturity and empathy, but instead I just let my ego take over, and I'm really disappointed in myself. So here's what I want to say today. Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comedy.
No. Inappropriate with some of my comedy. There were moments where I was immature and inappropriate, period. Full stop. Not with my comedy. Because what she's trying to do in that moment is separate Miranda Sings from Colleen, right? I'm inappropriate with my comedy. No, you were inappropriate with children. That's it.
And there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions. And because of that behavior, people got hurt. And I am so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, but it's clear that I did, and I feel so terrible about that. I also feel like there's probably people who are disappointed or feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months. And I'm so sorry about that.
You know what's interesting is she wouldn't have had to go silent if she didn't, if this was her first video, right? She wouldn't have had to go silent. She could have just said, I've heard you, I've been listening, I've hurt people, I'm sorry, addressed the things that people have proof for, right? She's apologized to Trisha Paytas. Trisha said that she apologized to her for what she did to her with the nudes and things like that. But you had to go silent because people were accusing you of grooming children and just wildly inappropriate behavior with minors, and you pulled out a ukulele. Okay.
That as well. I needed to take time to make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible.
Okay, so what did you hear and what did you learn?
And I also needed to get the help that I needed to be okay.
Valid.
I'm a mom first and foremost before anything else. And
That's an interesting statement. Like, I'm a mom before anything else. Have you apologized or extended an apology to any of these other mothers whose children have been affected by your behaviors? Have you thought about what it would look like if these were your children that were affected by these behaviors? It's interesting that she puts up that she's a mother but doesn't address any of the parents, doesn't address the fact that any of these people were children.
And I needed to take care of my kids. So that's where I've been. And but I'm back and I'm here now. And I am not a perfect person. And there are plenty of things in my past that I wish I could go back and redo and fix and change. I don't have control over it.
You know, it's funny because it's like, oh, this was in my past. But we're talking, she was lying to Trisha about sending her nudes and doing these things. I mean, within months, within this past year, she allowed people to attack Adam McIntyre up until this past year. I mean, if not still, without saying anything. And, you know, to be silent sometimes is to be complicit, right? And you're not doing anything to stop those behaviors. Also, you know, the weenies chat or whatever she had with those kids, she just got out of a couple months ago, this year. So, you know, when they say things like, oh, my past, like that was so long ago, it wasn't that long ago. It's now November of 2023. You were still in these chats up until this summer.
Any of that, and I don't have control over the things people say about me. I only have control.
I don't have control over what people say about me. True, but also you don't have any control over what they're saying because the things that they're saying are true. They have you on video. Like, they have your messages. They have all of these things, and you have no control of what they're saying because you are guilty of said behavior.
Over my actions moving forward. And so I'm going to do everything that I can.
I'm responsible for my actions moving forward. And it's funny because she chose to, you know, continue to lie to Trisha Paytas. She chose to play a ukulele music video. She chose to go radio silent after that monstrosity. And she chooses in the 2 minutes and 9 seconds that I've watched this video address nothing still. And she chooses to put an apology in a vlog, which tells me once again, second to a ukulele video, that you do not care. You don't care. It's like, oh my God, I'm just going to say sorry and then I'm going to vlog about my life. I mean, this is such a slap in the face to her fans twice.
Can to make sure that I create
and in the
positive
famous words of our once president, George Bush, fool me once, can't fool me again.
Kind, inclusive, safe space online with my content. And if
was your content not a safe space and inclusive before? I mean, obviously it wasn't safe, but like, I want to move forward and make it a safe space with and be inclusive. Is that different than what you were trying to do before?
If you want to be a part of my journey online, I would love to have you. And if not, I completely understand.
Oh, very take it or leave it. This is what I'm doing. Take it or leave it.
I do not expect anyone to welcome me back with open arms. I don't expect to change anyone's mind with this video. I just...
So then what do you expect? What did you want? You're not... This is such a waste of my time. Nothing is happening. I've listened to nothing for 2 minutes and 28 seconds.
I wanted to come on here and say that I'm sorry.
For?
And, I wanted to
What are we apologizing for?
try to show people that it's possible for someone to grow and learn and be.
From what? Grow and learn from what? What did you do that you are going to grow from? What behaviors do you need to learn from?
Better after making mistakes many, many years ago.
Many, many years ago. Many, many years ago is also 2023. I am filming this video right now, 11/19/2023. So
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to vlog again, and today I'm just going to film my day and share some simple, happy moments.
Funsies.
And, start the process of starting over. And I know it's going to be awkward and clunky at first.
I'm going to start the process of starting over. I'm going to throw a bunch of things at the wall and see what sticks, is really what this is. I'm going to see if you guys will watch the vlogs. I'm going to see how much backlash I'm going to get. I'm going to dip my toes in the water. That's exactly what this is.
So try to get back into the swing of things, but I'm going to try. So that's what I'm going to do. And thank you for listening, and thank you to anyone who supported me in any capacity over the last 15 years. I've really, really appreciated it. Yeah, let's get started.
Have you reached out to anybody behind the scenes that you feel as though you owe an apology to besides Trisha Paytas?
Started with the day and see what happens, I guess. I honestly do not know how to transition from this conversation into a vlog.
Yeah, maybe because it shouldn't be in a vlog. Maybe because I shouldn't apologize for accusations of child grooming and sending explicit images to minors and having explicit conversations with minors in a vlog. Funsies.
Let's try. Where do I even begin? So much has happened since the last time I vlogged. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the majority of the last few months has just been spent in therapy. But other than that...
And what have you learned in therapy? You don't need to tell me the exact conversations. What are things that you've been working on? What is something that you've learned? What is something that maybe you didn't understand before was inappropriate, but now you understand now? What are these things? You feel open enough to come back and vlog and talk about the fact that you're making growth and you're making changes and you're going to therapy. What are you working on? Nothing? And if there's going to be people out there who are like, she doesn't owe it to you to say, yes, she does. She owes it to everyone. After that ukulele abomination, she owes it to everyone to talk about the things that she's learning from. I do believe that everybody can have a second chance. I do believe that everybody can learn and grow. I will tell you firsthand that I used to be a number one monster piece of shit. Okay. I'm actually sort of proud of that fact because I have grown so much and I have learned by so many mistakes, and I can tell you what those are, right? I am a completely different person than I was 10 years ago. I'm a completely different person than I was even 5 years ago. And I continue to strive to be a much better version of myself. But the thing is if you are going to grow and you're going to make changes, you have to know what you're working on. What are your strengths? What are your character defects? And how are you going to kind of put those two together to be a better person?
Twins just turned 2, which is wild. Flynn's going to be 5 soon. They had a really fun Halloween, and we actually still have some Halloween decorations up, so I'll have to show you some of those. I usually have already decorated for Christmas completely by this point, but I'm a little late to that this year. I think the last time I vlogged, there's the chicken coop. This is where all my little babies live. Let's find the other girls. This little girl.
I'm not going to waste my time with this. Oh my God. I think this makes me more upset than the ukulele video does. At least that one had a fun little jingle. Here's the thing. Colleen does not care. She does not care. She does not care about you. She does not care about your feelings. She doesn't care about any of the people that she has hurt, in her opinion. She doesn't care. If she did care, she would reach out to these people privately, maybe reach out to them publicly. First and foremost, I don't understand why it's so hard for her to say, especially for Adam McIntyre, like, who was her friend at one point, or her friend, I should say, because they had a wildly inappropriate relationship she was in her late 20s and he was in his teens. My question is, why can't you just come out and say, you know what, Adam, I was in a place in my life that I did not understand boundaries and relationships, and I didn't have a good grasp on, age and power dynamics, and I understand that now, and I am so sorry to any harm that I caused you by being the person that I was. And I've learned from that situation, and I'll never do that to anybody else again. And unfortunately, it took me hurting you to learn about myself. Is it that hard to say? And the thing is people don't apologize when they don't think they're wrong. And she didn't apologize. She said, I'm sorry. For what? For what? What are you sorry for? In the 3 minutes of this 13-minute vlog, she said nothing about anything. People were hurt, and that was clear. How did you hurt them? Because you were inappropriate with your comedy? Was talking to Adam McIntyre about his sex life and favorite positions funny? Because I don't think that you did that when you were dressed as Miranda Sings. So, I don't think I need to harp on this. She said nothing. I'm going to continue to say nothing. I think, an apology is a change in behavior. And when you say you're sorry, for example, I do this with my daughter who's 4. When I feel as though she owes me an apology, or I owe her an apology, or she will come up to me and say, Mom, I'm sorry. And I will say, okay, what are you sorry for? And she will tell me. I need a clear reason on why you're sorry, because I need to know that you understand what you're apologizing for, because one of two things is going to happen. Moving forward, you are either going to really be sorry and make changes and change your behavior, which is a true apology. A true apology is a change in behavior, because I know that I did something that hurt you. I've acknowledged it, and now I have to put forth effort to not do that again. Or option 2, I'm going to say sorry, sweep it under the rug, and I'm going to do it again because I don't care, and hope I don't get caught again. So I think she's doing this to save face. I think she's doing this because after a while, I don't know how long, but after a while, YouTube will demonetize your channel. I don't think she's embarrassed enough to take down the ukulele video, because it's got 16 million views. I could only imagine how much money she's made off that video. Yeah. And I think putting an apology in front of 10 minutes worth of chicken coops is comical. That's my take on it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am in a hateful mood. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you don't, that's cool. You can, take it or leave it. If you want to stay on my channel, cool. If you don't, that's okay too. I'll see you guys next time.